Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Let me go and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. 6:24 right now, so the market is going to open in about 6 minutes. So I'm just going to zoom through this real quick. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. It's like sleep one. Let's turn it off. It's not even on sleep. It's so weird. It was on do not disturb. All right, let me just get this real quick. There you go. Looks good. Looks good. Solid. Yes, morning, everybody. 6:25 right now. Market is gonna open in about 5 minutes, guys. So I'll let everybody into the room. Let me go ahead and just draw the high lows real quick so we can identify where liquidity is sitting. Looks like a lot of liquidity is on the top side. I don't think there's much on the bottom because it already dropped during pre-market. But we'll see. There's quite a bit of liquidity up here. Hey, Kenny, morning. All right, that's good. Yeah, I figured that would be it. Emails, morning, Fahad, morning, everybody. All right, guys. So those are the liquidity zones there on the one, or liquidity areas for that on the 1 minute. Not very much there. Let me go to the clean chart real quick. So not too much here. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Professor. Morning, Matt. Morning, everybody. Let's see. Everything's good there. There. All right. So it looks like we're pretty much good for the most part with regard to these areas of liquidity. It looks like there's a lot of liquidity on the top side, but we'll see how it plays out. We're going there. Hourly. Oh yeah, it looks solid for the most part. Well, it's kind of relevant. All right, so the market is going to open in about 2 minutes, guys. So let me go and see what we got over here. Morning, Al. Morning, Mauricio. Kyle said, hey, Sean, on the winners, can we get the horns? Of course. Madrid said, how far back do you count to qualify liquidity? So I'll only go back till London Open. Madrid. Morning, Ashken. Morning, Flemmy. Morning, Matt. Morning, everybody. Let's see. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Let's see if there's anything else here that we're missing. Market's going to open in about a minute. Let's take a look at the retail sentiment real quick. It's 54% short. So again, it's not very strong. So retail sentiment's not going to be too useful today. We're basically going to be basing a lot of the stuff off fundamentals today. But you can see that there's a lot of liquidity on the top side and the bottom side. But yeah, if you guys want to set your liquidity, I just put it up to London Open because that's like where there's actual movement. Morning, Lisa. All right, guys, market is going to open right about now. So here's the market open right here. Let's see where it pushes below here. If this closes as a strong red candle, then this would be the breakout. Steven, if you're here, I think you might be here. I know you're usually waiting for the breakout. I haven't really been taking the breakout. It's too risky, but that would be the breakout there if it does close as a strong red candle, meaning there's little to no wick on the bottom side. If there's a wick on the bottom side that's kind of big, it's not going to be a strong red candle. So something to keep in mind. Let's take a look at fundamentals real quick. Fundamentals are currently 54 points in the red. They're not very strong, but they are in the red. So something to, obviously look out for. It's like half red, half green for the stock index. Not really much news over here. The only, the Dow is only down 10 points. Everything's pretty much green. Looks like it might be swinging back up. So as you can see right there, crazy market again today. Fake out to the bottom, then push back up to the top. Morning, Brenda. So it might be bullish today, actually. If this closes with the buy signal and if it's a strong green candle, then this would be the breakout right here. This might be one that I would be willing to possibly take because it's hitting all the liquidity right here. The thing you guys want to be careful for is that there's a lot of sessions up here. So you guys want to be very careful for that. There's the New York high and Asia high right here. So yeah, if this closes, I'm probably not going to take it. I'm going to follow it, but I'm not going to take it because it's there's a lot of areas where price can bounce from. It can easily bounce off this, can easily bounce off this. It's just not a safe area to trade. But obviously we'll see how it possibly plays out. It's still not there yet. You need the buy signal. It also needs to be a strong green candle. So if there's no buy signal, no entry. If there's no strong green candle and no buy signal, then definitely no entry there. No buy signal there, no strong green candle. So there's no entry there for a buy. It is hitting liquidity though. So it might just push it up even higher. The thing that you guys want to be careful of, the most important thing are going to be these sessions right here. I definitely want to stay away from the session. So not really, obviously worth taking if if price is too close, because it's just going to bounce right off it or possibly bounce right off it. Got about 20 seconds left here. If this closes with the strong green candle and a buy signal intact, then this would be the breakout right here. But again, guys, it's right at Asia high, so it's going to be a bit risky. I don't think I would take it. There's just a lot of areas where price can bounce off. I know there's a lot of liquidity here, but it's still risky. Yeah, this it's kind of iffy because this wick here is a little big, but this would it could technically be the breakout. However, it's bouncing right off the Asia high right here. So I don't think I would take it. I'll mark it up for you guys here for whoever does want to take it. It is hitting liquidity there. Maybe I'll catch it for like the last push to the upside. I might just catch it for a little bit as it pushes up higher, but I'm gonna have to be careful with this here. Because I hate to enter it and then it bounces all the way down. And then we could also check if there's an order blocker in this area. Let's see, it's loading. there's a lot of order blocks right here, guys. So it's actually kind of risky. A lot of order blocks on this top side. So you can see this big red order block right here. It can easily bounce, like shoot it right back down. And I'm glad I enter into it like there. I'm not going to FOMO into this at all, guys. This is too risky to FOMO into. There was a ton of order blocks right here. There was like 3 order blocks right there. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I mean, I'll put an alert there so that if when it does hit, I mean, we can be alert, but it's just way too risky. I'm obviously not going to take it. If I'm not taking it, it's probably a good idea not to take it. I'd rather just wait for a V3 and go for the same amount of pips. It's way too messy. Oh my gosh. So this is actually going to be a V3 for a sell, but I wouldn't take it because it's right at the sessions. So again, right here, guys, we were worried about hitting the sessions right here, and then it actually hit it again. Hit it from the top and it hit from the bottom right there. So I would not take this V3, even though it was technically a V3. It's just to, there you go. It's going to finish its move. Full TP off the breakout. So for whoever caught it, I don't know, Steven, are you even here? Let me see. Steven isn't even, oh, he is here. So I guess Steven could get his, horns. Where is he at? All right, so I'm just gonna give you guys an update there. This is mainly for, I mean, obviously Steven, because he likes to take this breakout here. Let me send that over to him. Yeah, Dijon caught some of it, so that's nice. Breakout is just too risky, guys. I haven't been taking it lately. The market's too volatile. It's honestly, it's a lot better if you just wait for the V3, because it's pretty much the it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a safer trade. So send this to Steven. Steven, where you at? There you go. All right, cool. Kenny just sent in his profits. He took the breakout. Nice profit right there. Locked in 427. Great work, Kenny. A couple other people sent profits to Albert over here. Took a couple of sells pre-market. Locked in 1,651. Great work, Albert. I think that's it for right now. Yeah, basically that's it for right now. All right, all the liquidity was hit, so I'm just going to take all this stuff off. It's not really useful anymore. See, 6:30 is right here. This is market open. We got the high right there for the day. And then we got the low right here for the day. Actually, I mean, it's like way down here. All right, so we'll keep following along and we'll see where price goes from this point. Other than that, we will continue watching it. So 6:30 was right here. High. And the low. All right, solid. Nice. Kenny said that's more than I make in a day at my night job. Nice work, Kenny. Yeah, man, just keep it up and stay consistent with these profits and you should be good. You know, I was always mentioning to you guys and remind you guys, you know, the main key here is not to lose. You know, if you don't lose trades, you just keep stacking up profits. And like Kenny said, you know, if that's more than he makes than a day at work, then if you keep doing that, you know, you don't have to work anymore at that point because this will be your work. So other than that, guys, no entries available right now. Nothing on the 1 minute, nothing on the 3 minute, obviously. Nothing on the 5 minute over here. We're looking for a possible sell here. We need a high green candle and then a red candle to follow it, but obviously no entries right here. Looking over here at the 10-minute, also no entries here. There's actually a nice, no, actually it wasn't. So no entry off there. Here's the 10-minute. Let me see if there's any snipes around this area. So I got that. All right, so all the zones here are drawn up. Obviously, there's no snipes that are available here at all. So nothing there. Looking over here at the daily. No daily yet. Possible daily. This closes with a buy signal there. I'm not looking to take it though, but I will. I mean, maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see if it lines up. I'll mark it up, and then we got about 10 minutes on that candle, so we had a lot of time. I'll mark it up, and then if it closes out nice, then you obviously, or if it lines up with any of these other strategies here, we can take it. But it is gonna be a risky trade. It's a big move to the upside. I mean, there's a lot of space to go here, so it could be good. It's just I would find it to be a bit risky. Yeah, so no entries off any of these here. I mean, I'm gonna keep my eye on the 1 minute. I know we haven't really been using the 1 minute lately because volatility is too high. Let's see how big these candles are moving. So they're not super high right now. They're like maybe 300 pips a candle on a big one. They're not like moving 1,000 pips per candle. So the 1 minute might be okay to use. Today, I mean, obviously we're going to follow it and see where it goes. Let me see what the news is at, because I know we do have some news today as well. Today is it's Wednesday, February 2nd. We had some news at 5:15. It was negative news for employment change. It was not good. So not good for the economy. However, we have crude oil inventories at 7:30. So other than that, there's not really much to base anything off news, just the crude oil inventories. Not sure if Biden's speaking today or anything like that, but yeah, for the most part, not really. Yeah, it's a huge candle. So just when I said the candles are moving kind of normal, they aren't. So as soon as I said that, this candle here just dumped. So you might have to be a bit careful here on the 1 minute. Yeah, that is technically a V3 right there. I mean, I'll mark it up. I don't know if I'll enter it just yet because it's a really big move. So I'll mark it up right here. Maybe I'll enter it if it comes back down. That's a really big move, 620 pips. Yeah, I don't know if I would hop into that. Let me check the order block real quick and see if there's anything around here. Let's turn off these. Let's turn everything off. So there's a pretty big order block right there. Actually, this might be a good sell. Let me see if I can write it down a little bit. I'm just gonna move my stop loss and profit as it continues to drop lower, obviously. Let's see, the TP is gonna have to be around there. All right, I'm moving my stop loss and profit. I'm in profit about 1,000, 2,000 right now. Fuck, man, it kicked me out. So I locked in a couple $100 off that right there. The market's just too volatile. I moved my stop loss and profit and it pulled me out. But it's all right. I locked in like 370. It's just too risky right now. I don't want to. I could have held on to it, but I'm worried that this is gonna, because there's an order block right here too. You guys can see the order block right here. So the thing is, it could bounce off this as well, which it did, came down. And look where it bounced off, right off that order block. I should have entered it right when it closed right here because there was an order block up here as well. So when that sell came down that Charles mentioned, it actually dropped super heavy. But then there's another order block right here where it bounced right off it. So I guess I'm kind of glad that I pulled out right there and with my stop loss and profit. It's too there's order blocks on both sides. But no, nice catch on that, Charles. Obviously, we're not going to count this trade. It's just gonna, because it was too risky of a trade. I wasn't planning on taking it. I just caught some of it, but then when it dropped below, I moved my stop loss and profit. So we're not going to count that as a win or a loss or whatever. It was just a quick speculative move. Other than that, I don't know what else. Let me see what else we're looking for here. Yeah, there's nothing off that right there, Kyle. Turn on your indicator. There was no purple there, so it would be kind of risky, but it did bounce off the order block off here. So this actually dropped. Let's see how far it dropped, because it dropped pretty heavy. It just didn't drop the full 600 pips. It dropped like about 440 pips, which is still a lot. Maybe it'll come back down. Who knows? But I'm not gonna risk it. I'll watch it, but I'm not looking to hop back into it. At least not yet, because there's still that order block down there. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, if you can do that, Maddie, that'd be awesome, man. Let me know, because we just need that extra confirmation. I don't want to have it on here all the time. It's just too much stuff on the chart. Yeah, no, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Cool. All right, so nothing here off the 1 minute, nothing here off the 3 minute, nothing here off the 5 minute. There's just nothing available at the moment right now. Nothing here off the 10 minute either. We're looking for V3s, V1s, V2s, anything really. High lows. There just isn't anything for us to take at the moment. So let's see. Yeah, there's a sell signal there already. I know you saw what I was looking at there too. It looked like it could have been a V3, but there's sell signal there already, so there's not going to be a V3. Let me see what my profits look like on my accounts. I wonder if all of my accounts took them. Man, I'm kind of bummed. I should have just closed it out when I was in profit like 2,000. It's all good. Still up in 300 off that. What? Oh my God, that's so whack. So my that's so weird. My main account locked in 334. My FTMO, my copier, I actually lost on that trade at 965. I don't know how that even happened. I lost a lot off the copier. I don't know if there was slippage, but my main account, I made 334. My FTMO copier, I lost 965. My MFFs, I made 20 bucks on each account. And then on my personal account, I lost 33 bucks. That's so weird. That's a big difference. Yeah, I think the copier just it was too slow, which is weird. It never happens with me. C6 said I should send FTMO. I don't think FTMO would care, because they don't allow, I mean, they allow copiers, but when you sign up for the copier, you kind of have to agree to the terms that shit like this could happen. So it's not going to make a difference. It is what it is. I just got to, but that is kind of annoying, because it's like, fuck. I don't know how that I was in profit like 2,000. I probably should just close it out. But yeah, no, like Rick said when it hit your stop, it pulled back super fast. So that might have been it too. It was just slippage. Yeah, no, it wasn't FTMO's fault, because my main account, which is FTMO, I made profit off that. It was just my copier that had I mean, it's a pretty big loss, like 900. I don't think it pulled back that much though. It's so weird. Because yeah, so like So like Rick, like it pulled me out right here. I know it pulled back right here, but it should have closed me out right there because it bounced around this area. Like it didn't necessarily go straight to stop loss. Like it didn't push super far off. That might be it. Let me see. That feature doesn't work, Charles. Charles asking, why don't you copy your stop to your other FTMO? The copiers don't work like that. That's like if you're using this other feature for that. When you're using the copier, it just copies all of your other trades, not necessarily. It doesn't copy your stop because it just does whatever your main account does. Yeah, Kyle, that's a good idea. Let me see what happened with mine. Yeah, that's so weird. Let me see. So take a screenshot of this one. Let me just check real quick. That's so weird. So both of them are super off. My entry was super off. It was off by like 70 pips, 60 pips. And then my exit was also off by like 70 pips. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The entry and exits were super off on both accounts. So there was definitely some slippage. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I just gotta deal with it. Yeah, Kyle said that happened to me yesterday when it spiked and closed on me. Rick said we'll just blame Biden on that one, right? But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's the market's just moving too fast and there's a lot of slippage going on. It happens. Like it's not impossible for it to happen, but it happened. Unfortunately, happened to me today. It usually doesn't happen to me. It hasn't happened to me in I think years now, where it's been that bad. The slippage. Here's the V3 from earlier. It's still technically running at the moment. It hasn't hit CP or stop loss. It's still making its way down. See, we got that lower end right there. All right. Nothing off the 5, nothing off the 10, no snipes available, no daily. So looking at all the charts right here, there's nothing for us to take at the moment. This is a clean chart right here. So we got 7, 8. We got a couple high lows right here. All right, that's good. So looking at price from open until 7, it's obviously been dropping right here. So it looks like we do have some sort of bearish bias. It's not very strong, but it is bearish bias. Let's take a look at the fundamentals real quick. I'm pretty sure the fundamentals are probably red right now. Should be. But you can kind of see where price is now ranging. Price is now ranging within this area right here. So what might happen is when it reaches 7 right here, it'll break out to the upside or it'll break out to the downside. One side. Going back to we also have news at 7:30, something to keep in mind. Fundamentals are currently, I mean, they're not really that far down. They're down 9 points. So, or 20 points, not very much. Looking over here at the stock index, it's half green, half, I mean, it's pretty much split, not very red and not very green. Looking over at retail sentiment, currently 55% short, so not very strong either. Yeah, it looks like this thing might drop to finish its move. See if there's any order blocks around there. The order block is still there, guys. So I'm not looking to take any trades right now. It's just way too risky. You guys can see that it's, there you go, it broke right through it. Damn, I wanted to catch the last like 100 pips of it so I could just clean up the last of my trade, but it's all good. Let's see. It's too risky. I'm not going to take it. The order block is still there. Well, it disappeared, but it was at that area. So it's all good. There goes the V3 from earlier that I hopped into. It hit full TP like we pretty much anticipated. It was just a risky move because it kept bouncing back and forth between the order blocks. There's order blocks right below it, just like what Nick said. So yeah, like King said, it's actually wicking on both order blocks. It wicked up there and it wicked down here. So it chose to go downwards, and you can trade that way. The thing is, the order block coincided with our entry here. So we had the order block up here plus a V3 and it came all the way down. This order block down here it came up after this spike right here. So, obviously it, yeah. And also I didn't even realize there was a sessions down here. Yeah. Kenny and Talanji, you guys mentioned that there was this. I'm so glad I didn't take any trade. There's just a lot of red flags here because you guys can see that there is a sessions right here, which is the Asia session low, and it literally bounced right off it. So I probably would have gone screwed if I tried to FOMO into that last 100 pips or whatever, because it bounced directly off that Asia low. It's crazy how accurate these sessions are. That's why I don't ever trade around the sessions, because the sessions usually play a big part in these rejections. I literally came straight to it and bounced right off right there. That's crazy. Super accurate. So yeah, guys, be a bit careful with your entries today. I mean, obviously the market is super volatile. We thought it was going to be normal when it was moving over here, and all of a sudden it just dumped right here, and then all the crazy movements started happening. All right, but let's just keep looking for any other entries here. Nothing off the 1 minute. Technically, there was a V3 right here. Or no, there wasn't. There's a sell signal there. So no V3. King said there's actually another order block that hasn't triggered since 12 a.m. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's liquidity on the top side, there's liquidity on the bottom side too. It probably lines up similar with the, probably not the same exact price points, but close to it. When it hits those order blocks kind of act similar to liquidity, because if price breaks through the order block, it usually keeps pushing. If it bounces off it, it'll just bounce off it and then possibly come back down to it where it'll finally break through it. But yeah, there's nothing here off the 3 minute, nothing here off the, I can't even tell what kind of candle is that. I don't know if that's a red candle or a green candle. Let's see. I can't even tell. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bother with it. It wouldn't even matter because the new low got set right here. So nothing off 3 minute, nothing off the, off of 5 minute. I mean, this might just bounce right back up. Who knows? Let me refresh this real quick. So the only indice that, well, Russell 2K is down too, but it's not really a strong indice. The Dow is down 66 points, S&P is up 8 points, Nasdaq's up 47 points. I think the Dow is probably going to swing back up eventually later today. If not during the session, it's probably going to swing back up during the mid-market reversal. Because the thing is, sentiment is short right now. So if this keeps dropping, then price will probably keep going up, but it's not very strong. You can see it's not too useful. It's been at 55, 54 for a while. Pending V3. Yeah, pending V3 right here off the all right, so if this closes right here, I will likely take this. Stop loss is going to be kind of tight, so I might have to have a bit of a wider stop loss just in case. I know we try to keep it to a 1-to-1, but I'm going to have it a bit wider. maybe at like 40, a 30 actually. That's if it closes, which I don't know if it will. No, it's not going to. Well, that's a bummer. No entry off that. Yeah, there's nothing here right now, guys. Unfortunately, we were looking for a V3 there. Maybe a V3 on the 5 over here. We'll see. So I just need this to close as a red. We'll see if it swings back up. So that looks like that's going to close. I'd probably be more inclined to take it on the 5 anyways. See if there's any order blocks around here. There's an order block down there, so it's actually good. And there's an order block on both sides. But there's definitely an order block right here. So if we get a green candle right here, I'll probably take this for I just hope it's not too big. It's a problem. That's usually the main problem here. It's like it ends up being too big. Yeah, it's hitting it. Miles is asking, even though it's between sessions. Yeah, it's fine if it's between sessions. We're not going for this full move. I mean, if the candle's too big, then obviously not, because we want to get out before, like we want our TP to be before it hits the, yeah, this might be a little risky. Candle is just too big right there. Yeah, the candle is too huge. So I don't think I would take it, because when the candle is this big, it usually has to retrace back a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this. Too big of a, it's way too big. Yeah, no, this is too big of a candle. It's the problem is that when it reaches this area, I hate when it's around the sessions, guys. I like when it breaks past it, because when it gets near these sessions right here, it can easily just bounce off any of these areas. And if your TP is like past it, you can get screwed, because price will come up and it'll just reverse on you as soon as it gets to this point, or as soon as it gets to this point right here. So we'll see. I mean, there's still 3 minutes left on this candle, so we'll see where it goes from there. This would have been good, Maddie, if it actually closed on the 1 minute. Let's see, Talanji said the daily. I don't see any dailies here, Talanji. There's nothing there. Oh, you're talking about the 3 minute. I forgot how the daily, I don't even look at the daily on the 3 minute. I'm not sure if it was this one, like the opening candle, or because if it was the opening candle, it would have hit full TP right there, or if it was the one after it. I mean, it's too risky. I don't even take the daily 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna you guys can talk about that. I'm just gonna ignore whatever you guys are talking about, because it's distracting me. Let me just get back to what I was looking at here. So there's possibly an entry here for actually there's a V3 right here. See how far is this? 26. There's an order block around there. There's no div there. There is an order block there, so maybe I'll take it. So let's see if we can catch this a little bit. I might have to use a wider stop loss, so stop loss is too close. Where's mine at? All right, I gotta make some adjustments right here. Damn, there's like so much going on my screen. Let me take some of this stuff off. The stop loss here is a little too close, guys, so I'm probably gonna put it a bit higher. Just want to make sure my TP is set properly. Get my TP a little lower. I hate matching this up with matching my MT4 with my trading view because it's never on point. Put this right here. All right, so let me make some adjustments here with this. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I gotta move my stop loss a little closer. There we go. Okay, my position is set up properly now, I think. It's because I just have default numbers up and then I think my TP is set properly. I wish it was easier, but I always have to set it up and then drag it as it goes. Let me just set an alert here so that I can know when it hits. So that if I have to pull out manually, I can. There's just too much stuff going on right now. Yeah, it looks like there's stuff going on like almost every time frame. Let me see what's going on here. I think everything is okay. 5 minute real quick. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's one on the 5 minute. It's like, and these are all opposite. There's one on the 5 minute. There's one on the 3 minute. There's one on the actually there's nothing on the 3 minute, but there's one on the 5 and there's one on the 1 over here. There it goes, it drops a little lower. I might just close it on profit because this shit's kind of all over the place. There it goes, it drops a little lower. I'm thinking what I want to do here. Yes, full TP off mine right there, boom. So full TP off that, I locked in about 2,190. Let's go. So full TP off that, guys. I mean, there's opposite strategies that are running against each other right now. The 5 minutes probably going to swing right back up. It's probably just retracing a little bit. And then it'll probably just swing all the way back up. The thing with this right here, guys, is I wouldn't take it because it was too big of a candle. This is the one that we were following earlier, right? It was too big of a candle. We mentioned we weren't going to take the 5 because it's going to have to pull back a bit. And it's probably going to swing right back up. The problem with this trade as well is that it's right at the session. So I wouldn't have taken it. That's why I stuck with the 1 minute. So let's see what goes on here. That's for about 260. Okay, so there we go right there. Let me, okay, great. All my accounts are in profit now. Stupid freaking copier earlier tried to screw me over and give me a loss. Okay, so I'm good now. Let me show you guys what I got off that. All my accounts are in profit now. Great. Man, this is so annoying. I hate I like because it never happens to me. I hate when the slippage happens because it rarely, if ever, happens to me. Um, it shouldn't have been a loss. It's like, dude, I won that trade, but it's all good. I'm happy now because I'm back in profit on all my accounts. Uh, it's such a trip, man. I hate when like when it's a technical issue that causes you to lose a trade because it's like you know that you won that trade, but the your copier either exits too slow or whatever. So that was I really needed that trade to bring me back because I just hate seeing red on like I hate seeing negative on my screen because I never really see it. It's like it throws you off. So let me see this real quick. All right, so all my accounts are in profit now, so great. I needed that because it was bugging me. All right, so let's see. I mean, the 5 minutes probably gonna swing back up, but I'm not looking to take it. It's right at the sessions. So I'm not taking that 5 there. It did bounce off the order block, so I'll move there. But here are my profits for the day. Well, let me take this little scammer off. Nice. Kenny took the trade there too. He's up 665 for the day. Nice work, Kenny. Killing it. Yeah, great work right there, Kenny. Both of your accounts actually right here. 665 off this one. And then your second account, 924. Wow. Nice work, Kenny. Killing it, man. That's your daily salary right there. You're on fire with that. Here are my profits off that trade, guys. So that same variation right there we took. Here's my profit off my personal. Like I mentioned, it gave me a loss for whatever reason. I lost 33 bucks, but I made 69 off this one. So I'm in profit now, 35. It's all right. You covered that loss and made double the profit. Here's my MFF. I made 2,560. This one over here, I made 2,460 off my other second MFF. Here's my copier. As you guys can see, I had a loss there for whatever reason. I had a loss. I was actually in profit, but I took a loss there because the copier executed lately. I did make a profit off that scalp. Now I'm in profit 1,389 off here. And then on my copier, or not my copier, my main account, you can see right here, it's a red strip because I moved my stop loss in profit, pulled out at 370. That's scalp we just took. I locked in 2,190. So profit of 2,489 for the day. So great work, guys. Solid profits off that K2 US 30. K2 US 30, 1 minute V3 scalp. Yeah, guys, so great work across the board there, guys. You know, technical issues happen, guys. So if it ever happens to you, you know, just accept it and move on with it. Don't let it eat you up. It eats me up sometimes because it's like, man, it's just annoying because I was expecting to have, I don't like losing trades. And even though it was an actual loss, it's still annoying. That's just the type of person I am when it comes to trading. So here's the 5 minute. It's still running. I'm going to keep it up here, but it's not an entry that I'm in or one that I would want to, you know, take this. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it looks like everyone here did pretty solid. Yeah, and thanks, guys, for everyone's help with identifying these entries, because there was like 4 or 5 entries that came up. Thankfully, we just focused on the 1 minute, and then we took that for a win there. Henry's asking, can you explain what the sessions is? The sessions are the previous session high lows, Henry. So if you use the sessions indicator, you have the sessions right here. It's it says right there, Asia high, New York high, Asia low, London low, London high. Those are going to be the sessions right there, these lines. There's an indicator for it. It's the K2 sessions indicator. And it just identifies where the previous session high lows are. Yeah, no, definitely. Jason said, I hope everyone's having a profitable day. Definitely. Everyone should be having a profitable day. If you guys were just taking what we've been taking here on the live, you guys should all be doing pretty solid. Just copy the stuff over. I'll look at everyone's profits real quick. Yeah, I just saw right there on in the premium, a lot of you guys posted profit. So glad to see everyone there killing it. You guys are doing amazing. I'll look over that shortly. Give me 1 second. Copy this over. Damn, Kenton's over here trading on his phone. You're crazy, Kenton. Let me go check real quick what Kenton did. I can't do that. I can't trade on my phone. Yeah, Ken said took the last sell on my mobile, should have been more slippage. So he locked in 830, took that last trade on his phone. Super dangerous, but killing it, man. So great work, Ken. Even though you trade on your phone, I don't recommend anyone trade on the phone, but Ken still made some pretty solid, profit off that. Let's go over here to the chat real quick. Let me see what everyone else did. Yeah, so Kenny locked in 924 off this account. Tiana over here locked in 2,582. Nice work, Tiana. We got Brock over here. Brock locked in 4,731. Great work. All wins, no losses for Brock over here. Keep it coming, bro. Yeah, Ken said only one, never again. Yeah, no, definitely. It's too risky to trade on your phone, but I'm glad you made profit off it, Ken. Angela over here locked in 1,623. Nice work, Angela. She's trading GJ right there. Junior over here locked in a total of 4,579. Great work right there, Junior. Jean over here, two wins back to back, no losses, straight 1,170 profit in total. He had one win right here off that scalp that we just took, 1,390. So great work right there, Jean. Scrolling down a little bit, I think that's it for here. Junior again took another trade. Well, another one, he took a buy there, locking a total of 5,739 for the day. Great work, Junior. All right, scrolling down. Let's see. Jay said same. Been trading on my phone for the past 3 days. Daughter's still sleeping. That's why I just need an iPad and an iPhone. So Jay here has been trading on his phone, still doing pretty good. All wins over here, no losses. Total of 1,858 for the day. Great work, Jay. Let me see what else we got over here. I think that's it for here. Charles sent his profits in, locked in 409 off this account. Nice work, Charles. All right, guys, so everyone's doing pretty solid so far. Miles here too. Miles had got taken out early, but still got something. Miles here locked in about close to 300 for the day. So great work right there, Miles. Profit's profit. As long as you guys are taking profits and not losing, you guys can be pretty solid. Maddie over here locked in 684. Nice work, Maddie. His other account right here locked in 1,214. So yeah, great work across the board, guys. S over here, stop loss at $50. It closed at $3. Yeah, it's probably because of your spread. S, I mean, it's unfortunate. It happens sometimes. Spread's too wide. It'll kick you out before. Let's see. Sir, I saw your message right here. So I don't know, I guess someone was complaining saying that I'm not taking enough trades to pass your FTMO, but it's not really about the trades. It's about using proper risk. If you take like one trade a day, if you took one trade a day, guys, and you're doing 3% risk or even 2% risk, you should be able to pass. But sorry, sir, I'll message you later. That's a different Jeff. It's not the Jeff that is normally in K2. It's a different Jeff that's was messaging you. But yeah, I mean, we're still taking trades like almost every day. So it literally, it's not the fact that not many trades are taken. It's just that you're not taking proper lot sizes or proper. Yeah, exactly. So Mauricio said it's not how many trades you take, it's how much money you make. Yeah, because if you use proper lot sizing and use proper risk, then it shouldn't be a problem, right? The issue is that you don't understand how to use proper risk. You're taking too small of a lot size. Obviously, you're not going to make your profit goal for FTMO. Like if you guys are on a 200K account, you're using a one lot, you're not going to pass FTMO. It's guaranteed. It's impossible. You have to use proper lot sizing. You have to use, proper risk per trade that you take. Each trade here uses different risk. If you're trading on the 5 minute, Yeah, and like D said, passing your FTMO challenge isn't Sean's job. LOL. It's all up to you. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, everyone here has been doing pretty good. So I don't know if anyone else has any complaints about the live sessions. I think everyone here is doing pretty good if you look at everyone's profits every day. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Talanji said 30 days is more than enough. Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, I mean, everyone takes it differently, right? Some people just just don't do things properly. All right, so it looks like we have, yeah, and Dejan said and they added 15 if you're in profit. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's really impossible for you guys to not pass FTMO if you do things properly. It's usually people don't follow directions properly or don't know what they're doing to reach those profit goals. Because you guys should be basing all of your trades off percentage. It shouldn't be off like off how many trades or off how many off how much profit wise. It's more so percentage. If you're aiming to make like about 3% a day and you do that for a week, you should be able to pass your FTMO. If you're going for like less than 1% a day, it's obviously it's going to be impossible because you got to make 10% by the end of the month. All right, so there's a V3. Oh man, I totally missed it. There was a V3 right here. I was watching it, but I just took my eyes off because I was talking. Fuck, it's okay. Man, I freaking missed it. It's okay. But yeah, there was a V3 right there. It did come too fast, like yeah, Maddie said. I'm not gonna FOMO into it. I don't know if you guys are, if you're looking at it, Maddie. It might come back down to entry. Let's check the order blocks real quick. And there's also news coming up at 7:30, guys. So you guys want to be careful with this here. There's a lot of order blocks right here. So you guys want to be careful. So yeah, I mean, maybe it was a good thing that we didn't take the trade because there's a bunch of order blocks right there. Also, there's news coming up at 7:30. So 10 minutes from now, there's going to be news. I'm probably going to hold off for a bit. Yeah, King said she's 45 pips. That's hella big. Yeah, no, it's too big. So it was probably a good thing that we didn't take this trade here. There was an order block above there. Also, there's news coming up at 7:30. So we're probably going to hold off until news is over. We're going to see how market reacts to it. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm not in this trade. Thankfully, I'm not because I would have been pretty. And I'm glad I didn't FOMO into the trade. So if I FOMOed into the trade, I would have been upset too. It bounced right off the order block. What might happen is price might come back down. It'll probably reject off the sessions, and then it'll probably swing all the way back up. So it'll probably come down, bounce off it, and then shoot right back up. Yeah, and there's opposite entries right here too. Just like Madju just mentioned, there's also a V2 right here. Although it's not a V2 that I would necessarily be looking to take because it's right at the sessions. So there's just a lot of areas here. I mean, today, it seems like today in the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of consolidation around areas that we don't want to trade. Like we don't want to trade around the sessions. We also don't want to trade around these areas where price just keeps consolidating. And it's been like that for like the past week, or maybe just this week. I know this week for sure. Every time we try to take a trade, it's like right next to a session, and we try not to trade around that area because price will bounce right off it. And that's exactly what's happening right here. So you can see the thing that I drew up right here. It's doing pretty much exactly what we what we anticipated. Came down, bounced off the Asia low, and then it shot right back up. If it comes here and touches this area again, guys, I think it's going to shoot right through it. Because when it bounces off the order block, if it comes back for retest, it'll catch the liquidity there and it'll just shoot right back up. But we'll see. Rick said it's like bringing your wife to a bar and she keeps cock blocking you. Right? Yeah, your wife's the order block, Rick. Rick's like almost there, order block. Bounces right off it. Same with the sessions, same thing. It's like you got your wife over here and then she comes over here and blocks you on the sessions as well. Rick goes to the left, gets blocked, goes down to the right, gets blocked again. on both sides. But yeah, no, I think if it pushes up around this area again, guys, I think it'll break right through. Because usually if it retests an order block, it shoots right through it. Just like what happened earlier when we took the sell, there was an order block on the bottom, but when it retested it the second time, it shot right through it. So again, right here, it's retesting it, and it's probably going to go right through it. But you guys got to keep in mind there's 2 order blocks there. It's not just one. So it might have a double rejection first before it bounces off of this. Let's see. Yeah, we're on the position. It's 7:24 now, so more news is going to happen in about 6 minutes, guys. So I'd probably hold off for a little bit. Over here, yeah, news is going to come up right here at 7:30. I mean, obviously it hasn't happened yet. Let's take a look at the fundamentals right now. Fundamentals are currently 40 points in the red right now, so it's not very strong for a sell, but it is in the red. Looking over here at the retail sentiment is currently 53% short. So it's not really much. There's no bias today. Obviously, there's definitely no bias because it just keeps going back and forth. So price might just keep ranging until there's some sort of bias that becomes established. So like looking at this right here, pretty much half red, half green. They're not very strong red, not very strong green. Looking over here at the clean chart, as you guys can see, so I marked up this from basically market open where it was bearish. Price came up a little bit and then it came down further from like 7 to 8. So I think it's going to continue to be bearish from 7 to 8. And then from 8 to 9, it'll probably just go sideways. It'll probably go sideways until the mid-market reversal later today. So probably, some sideways movement here, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, and then possibly a swing back to the upside right here, 10 to 12. So let me just delete everything off the chart over here not to confuse you guys because we're not in this position. We don't want to get any confusion here. The low here just got pushed a little lower. Guys, so going back to, I do get that question a lot sometimes about, passing FTMO and stuff. So here, let me just show you guys. I'm just gonna write it down here real quick. So to pass FTMO, you need plus 10%, right? It doesn't matter what account size you use, you need plus 10%. So here's the thing. If every trade you're taking is a 3% risk, or you make 3% per profit for that, right? 3%, how many trades to pass, right? Literally, it's not that difficult. You don't need that many trades. So if you need 10%, you have a whole month, right, to make 10%. If you do 3% per trade, because we don't lose trades really during live. So if you take whatever we take during live and you're going for 3%, what's 3 divided by 10 or 10 divided by 3, sorry. You need literally 3.3 trades. So if you can't catch 3.3 trades or 3.3 wins, if you can't catch 3.3 trades in a whole 45 days, then you're not doing it right. It's like, even if you were to do 2%, right? 2%. How many trades to pass? Yeah, Charles, there's a V1 right there, but the news is coming up in 3 minutes. So I'm not looking to take any trades right now. So if you're going to do that, you need 5 wins, right? There's, and say we're not going to count the, like you have 30 days to make 5 wins, right? If you could take 2 trades or even a couple trades, it's not really that difficult. So I think the problem with a lot of people is they don't realize that you have to base it off percentages, because if your trades, you're going even 1%, if you're doing 1%, how many trades to pass? You need 10 wins. All right. So, I mean, if you want to be conservative, you can be conservative. If you want to be risky, you can be risky. If you want to be in between 2%, you can do that as well. But either way, there's at least like one trade majority of the time that's taken during the live. So I just need to break it down. Sometimes people don't understand that because what happens is a lot of people go for profits and they don't go for percentage. So if you're going for this, then it's not that difficult. So let's see. Henry said, so if your TP is, yeah, but how many losses have you had with that, Henry? So ask yourself that. How many losses have been lost during the live, like official trades? Not many, right? So, and you've been here for long enough to know that. So what I'm saying is go back because the thing is, if you go back and watch the live sessions and you just look at what trades are official, like trades that I'm actually telling people, oh, let's take this trade or not, there's not that many losses there. So I know before for the 1 minute, there were a negative risk toward, right? But we were winning like 5 trades a day. So, and no losses for like a whole like 3 months. So yeah, no, your logic makes sense, but it doesn't apply to like how we trade here, Henry. So because I feel like everyone tries to bring that argument because people don't understand how negative risk toward works, right? Henry, if you're taking a bunch of losses, that's on you because we didn't take any losses on the live. But if you're using what we're doing on the live, just taking the official trades, then it's literally impossible. Because if you go back and look at all the trades that we took in the past 4 or 5 months, they're all like literally, they're all wins. So here's the thing: if negative risk toward is not for you, then don't do negative risk toward. But the V3 here is 1-to-1, so it is. It just debunks your argument there with, exactly, yeah. So Talanji said, if you do a 0.5 TP or 0.5% to a 1.5% stop loss, 1 trade a day, you'll be passing within 20 days max. Yeah, I know Maddie's right. All right, guys. So I'm gonna stop trying to explain because there's no point in me explaining this stuff to people people just don't understand, right? It's just not gonna make sense to people. So news was positive. We're back to looking for trades now. But I'll try to explain to you guys as much as possible. But I feel like the same people ask the same question about, they try to break down things, but their whole logic and everything just doesn't make sense. I mean, obviously, if you're using a low probability strategy, then yeah, it's not going to work. But if you're using a high probability strategy like we've been doing, obviously it works. And if you suck at trading, it's not going to work. So it's like it's just going to depend on, yeah, exactly, like Jay said here, just don't lose, which is why we we look for quality trades here. The problem that I see with a lot of people is a lot of people try to use these strategies on their own, but they don't apply them properly, and they end up losing. They get upset because they lost on their own, but they want to blame K2 or they want to blame me. And I didn't even tell them to take those trades. All right, so we got a 5 minute over here. Patricia, thanks for giving me the heads up on that. However, it's right at the sessions over here, so I might not take this right here. Thanks. So there's a div right there too on the 5. Yeah, there is. So possible entry right here, guys. Thank you guys for giving me the heads up. Let's keep those questions to the mentoring session, guys. I've been trying to not answer questions here on the live. So if you guys have any questions regarding lot sizing, passing FTMO, stuff like that, keep it to the mentoring session. Because I'm trying to catch these trades here. I'm not trying to answer like, a lot of these questions that are asked multiple times. So anyways, going back to this over here, if this closes above the sessions, I will take it. However, if it doesn't, then I'm probably not going to take it. There's still got about 1 minute and 49 seconds here, so we're going to wait off that. There was actually a V3 here off the 3 minute, but it was right at news, so I wouldn't have taken it. However, this V3 here would have hit TP, it looks like. Yeah, full TP off the V3 right there, off the 3 minute. Going over here to the 1 minute, we're looking for a possible buy here. There's no buy here, but there was a V3 right there that would have hit TP. This is the one that Charles identified earlier. So Charles identified this V3 and it already hit full TP right there. But we wouldn't have taken it because it was right about at news. Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie said there's a lot of order blocks here on the 5-minute as well. So check real quick. Yeah, I think this would be too risky, guys. I don't know if you're looking to take this, Patricia, Kyle, but I mean, it's a huge order block right here. It's like the entire profit right there. So I don't think I'm going to take this trade, and I'll follow it if it does close and if it's above. But yeah, there's like 3 big order blocks right there, and that's kind of where price is bouncing off, right? So if you look over here quick, let me just see where this rejection is happening off that green candle. It's literally off the order block right there. Yeah, I know we need a strong push above it, but it's just too, and it's not even going to be an entry there. It didn't even close with the green candle, so it's all right. It'll probably keep dropping further before it goes up. Let me just scroll up real quick and see if there's anything else that I'm missing. So thanks guys for the tip there off the 5-minute, but obviously no entry off it. You know, Kyle said if people would stop asking about passing FTMO and focus on just taking the same trades, you would pass in 2 weeks. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if you just take the official trades here on the live session, you should have no problem, especially if you're using proper lot sizing, proper risk management. Because the thing is, we don't really lose trades here on the live. So if you just focus on just taking the trades on the live and don't do your own thing and just focus, then you should be able to pass with no problem. I mean, you guys have seen people pass here in K2 like almost every week. So if you're like the one person that's not passing, but it's different. So it's different if you guys aren't passing and you guys know that you guys have a problem. Like some people have revenge trade, some people overtrade. They accepted the fact that they've been making mistakes, right? But if you're not passing and you don't have an excuse, then you're just not doing it properly. Anyways, going back to this over here, Ash K is asking about how do you see order blocks? We use an indicator. Ash K, there's a lot of different indicators. You can just go on you go to indicator and just search order block. But the thing is, a lot of these indicators aren't accurate, right? Because there's so many different indicators. And if you match these, if you use all of them, they're all going to come up with different order blocks. So the problem with order blocks is that it's very subjective. Everyone identifies them differently. So I don't use them as anything for any of the requirements. I just use them as an extra confluence. So say if I'm entering a buy, I'm going to see if there's a possible order block there. The order block might not even be accurate, but I just use it to see if, possibly my trade might not work out because there's an order block right there. So you can use it, but I don't necessarily recommend you use it as like a staple. It's not like required. It's just a precaution to like make sure that you don't take a bad trade. But there's different types of order block indicators that you can use, but I don't think any of them are like very accurate. They're somewhat accurate, but not like 100%. Because order blocks change as price moves around. It's basically supply and demand. So I think that's it for this right here. I don't see anything off there's technically one right here off the 1 minute. I don't know if anyone's looking to take this. No, I'm not going to take it. Well, I should have taken it, but it's right next to the session. So that's why I didn't want to take it right here, because I was worried it was going to bounce off the sessions right here. So yeah, there isn't a 1 minute entry here off the V3, but it's just too risky. It's right at the sessions. And the candle is also too big. It's a 380 pip candle for the 1 minute. Yeah, exactly. And the TP's past the session. So I'm not taking this trade right here, guys. It's just too risky. As I mentioned before, one of the main things that I try to avoid is the sessions. A lot of the trades that I back tested and looked at, a lot of the trades lose when they come up around the sessions. So you guys want to be careful. It'll probably break through and hit TP, but I'm not going to risk it. And you can see right there, it just rejected right off the sessions, like directly off it. It might break through and push right through, but as I mentioned earlier, it's just too risky. Yes, and Maddie said he's going to hold off on it too. Let's see. Yeah, Jason said exactly. I passed mine in 1 day. Problem is, you guys don't have proper risk management and discipline. Yeah, I mean that's usually the case with a lot of people. It's always an issue. But you know, it is what it is. You know, like I always try to remind people, like trading is a skill. It's a skill that you can learn, but it's not necessarily for everybody unless you guys are able to follow directions. But you can see right here, prices bouncing right off the sessions right there. Bounced off it about twice. So I'm kind of glad I'm not in it because I would have been stressed out right here. I've been like, man, is it going to reject or reverse? I probably would have closed out right there. If I was in this position, as it got close to the sessions right here, I probably would have moved my stop loss in profit, or I would have just closed out in profit. But it looks like it'll probably hit TP. It's hitting liquidity right there too. There you go. Then you guys see that spike? So I was watching it. As soon as it hit the liquidity right here, it just shot up all the way up. So nice work to whoever caught it. I didn't catch it, but it's all right. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And that's what I was mentioning with these live sessions, guys. With these live sessions, I'm not giving you guys risky trades. That's why if you could take the official trades that we take on the live, you guys should be perfectly fine because I'm not giving you stuff that's likely to lose. Everything I give you guys mostly wins. So great work, guys, for whoever caught it. Solange said, how is getting this easy? Yeah, I know it is pretty simple. I mean, the strategies work on pretty much all time frames. If you look at things properly, it can help. So again, right here, there's a 3-minute entry, just like what Charlie mentioned over here. And this is, it looks like it's about to hit TP, but it was right at the sessions. Yeah, I know, Kyle, Maddie told me there was a div on it, but it was still at the sessions. So I was too cautious off that 1 minute there. Nice. Charlie took it, made 100 in profit. Nice work. CD is asking what the div indicator, what does it mean when there's a div? Div means divergence. So div just stands for divergence, CD. There's divergence indicators out there too. So I mean, there's indicators for everything, guys. If you guys are looking for divergence indicator, you know, there's a whole bunch of them. So if there's anything that you guys are looking for specifically, like all of the K2 indicators that I've created are specific for K2. If you're looking for something that you can use for a confluence, there's a bunch of indicators out there. One thing that you guys want to be careful of is that, one thing that you guys want to be careful of is using like indicators that are not good, because sometimes you'll find. So here's one thing I can't see on here, but one thing that you guys want to be careful of is that there's scammers out there, right? Something that Kyle showed me yesterday was that there's scammers out there trying to copy my username. So like if you look up, I don't know if you could find it here. If you just search up K2, there's a lot of fake K2 indicators out there, or there's fake K2 profiles out there, people who are pretending to be me. So when you do look here, there's, you know, something that you can't find it on here, but you'd have to look on the actual TradingView website. Let me see if I can find it up here. I'll see if I can find it at some point, but I don't even know how the TradingView website works anymore. Yeah, whatever. If I find it, I'll show you guys. But just be careful. There's a lot of fake indicators out there. So just make sure if you guys are using an indicator, just make sure that you're using it from a credible publisher. All right. Anyways, no entries off this here, off the and that 3-minute skyrocket right there, straight up. Yeah, so that 3-minute there hit. Pretty much everything is hitting right now, guys. even though they're risky trades, they're all hitting like crazy. You know, thanks to Kyle over here with his confluence, it definitely helps a lot with identifying, you know, whether, but even if like Kyle's confluence comes up right there, I'm still going to be cautious because this market's weird. But here he goes, price pushes up. Here's a clean chart. So if you guys remember earlier, I mentioned that price is probably going to swing back up. Looks like the swing back up is actually happening a lot earlier. It's literally just hitting liquidity and pushing up higher. So it hit liquidity right there, push up a bit higher. It's going to hit liquidity again right here and probably push up even higher. Yeah, there's liquidity right here, guys. Which technically hit the lower end of it. If it comes back for a retest, it's probably going to shoot right through. So it's currently at liquidity right here. If it comes back up and retests it, it's probably going to shoot right through and just continue pushing up higher. But yeah, there's a ton of liquidity that's getting hit right now. Let's take a look at the fundamentals. Fundamentals are currently, they're green now. They're up 25 points. Looking over here, all the indexes are now currently green. The Dow is up, S&P is up, Nasdaq's up, Russell 2000 is still down, but the main indices right here are all up. Let's see if there's anything else right here. Andreas. So Andreas, are you here on the live? If you're not on the live, I'll get it to you later. But we'll have to. All right, so I hit liquidity right there and it pushed right up, right above, but we just don't have any entries yet. I mean, if we get an entry, we can take it, but there's nothing there. There's nothing off the, and it's getting close to the sessions right here as well. It's actually at the sessions. I might retest the sessions there and then bounce up even further. But let's see, there's not really much here. Nothing off the 5 minute, nothing off the 10 minute. Yeah, there really isn't anything here to take. The daily right here, there might be a daily buy. I'm obviously not going to take it. It's too big of a move. It's 150 pips. But we'll see. Damn, I just realized it's 7:47 already, guys. It's almost 8. Let's see, CT just sent me. Yeah, so there's an order block above there. So you guys want to be careful with any of these buys. There's actually order block on the bottom too. Price rate shot right through it. But yeah, there's a huge order block on the top side. So I'm definitely not going to take this daily, even if it closes. Because there's a big order block up there. I mean, there's probably order block up here too. Check real quick. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. Actually, this is a huge order block right here. This whole area is an order block. Yeah, this whole area is. I'm probably gonna hold off on anything here on the 5 minute, guys, because the 5 minute, there's just so as you can see, if I turn everything off, there's actually a huge order block right here where price currently is. And then when it reaches this area, so it's currently within an order block. And then when it reaches this area over here, it might just bounce off it again because it hasn't even reached this order block yet. Yeah, it's just too risky. to take anything around this area because it's within the 5-minute order block. And then also there's a second one that hasn't even touched yet. Guys, so I know we've been like on and off using order blocks. If you guys have been part of K2 for a while, I was actually going to create an order block indicator for K2, but it's just too difficult because the they're just hard to identify because they repaint and it changes as price moves along. It's not something where you can kind of just set it up and then have it automatically, you know, it doesn't stay. It's always going to repaint, like always. It's never going to just stay. So you can't really back test it to see if it's working properly or not because it just keeps changing. So if you guys want to learn how to use order blocks, I would recommend just going on YouTube and searching order block. There's like a ton of videos on there. Like you got, there's like, and the thing is, if you watch these videos, everybody explains them differently. Because the thing is, I never totally understood order blocks. If you go to YouTube and you search in order blocks, there's a ton of videos here. And if you look at all of these, everyone explains them differently. So, and a lot of the times people don't even identify them properly. So I don't necessarily use them as like any of my staples. They're just, you know, they're just an extra confluent. So if you guys want to go look, you know, feel free. I would recommend that you guys actually go look and see how they're applied and how they work instead of using an indicator. Well, you can use an indicator once you know how they work, but I wouldn't just depend on the indicator because the thing is, it's going to change and you're not going to understand why is it changing. So you're definitely better off actually understanding how it works and then use the order block indicator just to kind of point out where they are. And then you can check to see if it's actually an order block or if it's just, you know, it's just noise in the market. Yeah, I don't like using them either, Talanji. It's just an extra confirmation. So if you guys don't want to use it, that's completely fine. Don't use it. It's just we've been using it because we're being a little more careful with how the market's been moving. Because you can see right here, I know it's within an order block, but price still pushed right through it. So just because there's an order block there doesn't mean that it's going to bounce off it. It can still push through it. It's just used as a maybe like a last check after you already have a trade that's been chosen. So like right here, I think these sessions are actually a lot more important. Let's see, Maddie said a 1 minute V3 pending. Is there a div on there, Maddie? Oh, div, okay. So I'm probably not going to take this. This is going to be a 1 minute. What if it closes? Probably not going to close. See if there's an order block around there. It didn't go and touch it, but and that would have been a nice trade too. It's just, it would have been too close either way, Maddie. Like looking at this right here, it would have been like 14 pips. Yeah, the stop loss would have been too tight. Even though it would have hit TP, the stop loss is too tight. So generally, if I trade on the 1 minute, guys, I want the stop loss to be at least like closer to like 300 pips. So like around there. If the stop loss was a little wider, then it'd be better. But yeah, it's just too close. I don't like having a tight stop loss on the 1 minute because you might get triggered. Like it might get kicked out before it hit your TP. Yeah, could have easily did that too. Like Maddie said, it could have went the other way and broke through the sessions to test that order block. Yeah, no, exactly. I agree. And you know, that's the good thing about a lot of people here looking at the same entries is that we're all looking to confirm the entry. So, you know, that's the key thing about K2, guys. Like that's what kind of makes K2 different because in a lot of groups, there's like one person that's just doing all the analysis and doing all the work. For me, you know, we're all helping each other out. Like I'm identifying the trade. Maddie's confirming if there's any other confirmations. You know, we got Kyle there with the divergence. We got everyone here helping to make sure that every trade we take here is a good trade. And, you know, it's just too close to the sessions, just like Patricia said. And like I said, it was too tight of a stop loss. So we're just being careful because it's getting close to 8 as well. Market starts to move kind of weird around 8. But yeah, if you guys did take the trade, it would have hit full TP right there. It seems like everything today has been hitting full TP for the most part. Thanks, Anton. He said there's a 5-minute V3. Yeah, that's a huge candle though. I wouldn't take it. So this candle here is way too big. Yeah, it's past the past the threshold. Anton said take it. Yeah. So right here, a lot of red flags. Too big of a move, too big of a candle. It's also getting close to the Asia low. If you guys have noticed lately, price has been bouncing around these sessions a lot. Normally, it's like price will break right through it and just be so far away from it, and then vice versa the other way as well. But for the past couple of days, like mostly this week, it's been around that area majority of the time. Patricia said V1 over here on the 1 minute. Yeah, possible V1. Let me see. All right. There was a, yeah, it's basically a V3 right here, but it's kind of close again, just like we mentioned earlier. But I mean, it looks like everything's pretty much hitting. It's crazy. It's moving so fast that if you get into the trade right away, it'll hit. But I didn't take it. It's I don't like when the market moves like this, when it's bouncing back and forth too quickly. This usually indicates that something crazy is going to happen. Like there's going to be a big spike in one direction or the other. These are just moving way too fast. So again, right there, thanks Patricia for calling that one out. She called this one out as a V3 on the 1 minute. It hit full TP, but again, TP stop loss is just too close. I generally like there to be at least some direction. And yeah, like Maddie said, yeah, there's no direction. This price is just going back and forth. It's just crazy. Yeah, Maddie says it's been choppy all day and all night. D said, OMG, my first time ever, I went to change my TP, clicked buy on accident, manually exited with profit right away. That scared me. Yeah, no, that happens to me all the time. But yeah, no, guys, if you guys can see price here, it's kind of just going back and forth. One thing that I would keep in mind is to keep an eye on this, on the liquidity areas, because when the mid-market reversal happens, which is going to happen eventually later today, it's probably going to be a nice push in that direction. Let's see. We got a bit of highs over here. So right there. Yeah, we got a lot of liquidity on the top side. So price might push right through this later on. It might just consolidate for a bit here from 8 to 9, 9 to 10, and then possible shoot to the upside. But I mean, who knows? It doesn't need to be a push to the upside. It could also be a push to the downside, because we do have liquidity on the bottom as well. So let me just check this over here real quick. Patrick sent in his profits, locked in 4,012 off this account. Nice work, Patrick. Off his other account right here, locked in 5,820. Nice work, Patrick. Tiana over here locked in a total of 3,608. Nice work, Tiana. Patrick again right here, 7,806 for the day. Great work, Patrick. So nice work across the board over here for a lot of you guys. Looking over here, let's see, let me scroll up a little bit. Yeah, Rick locked in 278. Nice work, Rick. Junior over here, 5,739. Nice work, Junior. Patrick right here, 4,012. Junior again right here, 7,539. Sorry, I got my dog. Right over here, locked in a total of 849. Patrick over here locked in 5,820. guys. 1 second. Scott over here locked in a total of 446. Patrick over here, 7,806. Man, Patrick went fire today. Isaac over here, man. Isaac, you're killing, dude. So Isaac, every day he's locking in like 30K, 40K, 50K. Again today, 40K. He said he lost one loss for 10 bucks today. Total of 40K for the day. That's crazy. And Isaac, you've been killing it every single day. If you guys have been seeing Isaac's profits in the group every day, and these are all wins right here. He had one loss for 10 bucks. Everything else straight wins. That's crazy. This is the consistency I'm telling you guys, right? You know, if you guys are just on the live, that's cool. But once you guys actually learn the strategy and apply it on your own, like this here is just crazy. Like Isaac does this every single day. Lost 10 bucks, you know, right? 10 bucks is the game changer there. Other than that, it's about to be 8 o'clock, guys. So I don't think there's going to be any more trades for us to take, but let me just finish looking through these profits real quick. Albert locked in 2,506. Nice work, Albert. Let's see anything over here. Let's see. CD said from analyzing Isaac's previous entries, I don't think he uses the strategies. I mean, you could ask Isaac. He literally tells you that he uses the strategy. So, I mean, I don't know why he'd have a reason to lie to you. So if you guys want to ask him, go ahead and ask in the group. But he's said before he uses the V3 during certain time periods. You know, if you're looking at his timestamps, you're probably looking at it differently, but it's, you know, it's really going to depend on what Isaac says. I mean, if you guys want to ask Isaac, you guys can ask Isaac. I have no idea what he's doing, but if from what I've seen in the group, he says that he uses the V3. He uses the different variations and he uses my analysis. Yeah. So Solange said he uses Sean's analysis. If you look at anything that he doesn't just apply the strategies, he applies the entries here. So like during the live session, if I'm saying, oh, price is going to hit liquidity, he takes the trades when it pushes from liquidity zone to the next liquidity zone. He doesn't necessarily apply, he's applying exactly what I'm saying on the chart. He's applying the strategies and he's also applying the liquidity, but he's not applying anything different. So if you look at any of his responses, he confirms that he does it himself. So Maddie here locked in 5,720. Nice work, Maddie. His other account, he locked in 1,240 or 1,214. Nice work off that, Maddie. And then his third account locked in 684. So great work right there. Maddie said, yeah, I didn't break any of my rules today. Trying to practice discipline and consistency through repetition. Yeah. I mean, once you do that, guys, that's pretty much all that you need. But here, let me just see what Isaac said, because Isaac did mention here. I think he just... So yeah, so like right here. So Isaac said, hey, Sean, captured 30K from your excellent analysis this morning. Also banked 20K during London and Asia. He just applies the V3 during the other sessions, but he also takes trades during the live. See, you could ask him right here. So people asked him what trades he took, right? He said he took the daily, mostly V3 and the 1 minute. That's pretty much all he applies here. So I don't know why he would have reason to lie about what he's applying, but he even confirmed that he takes the daily, mostly V3, and then he takes the 1 minute. Also, his other trades are from my analysis on the live. So, I mean, you guys can't just be like, you have to actually know what you're doing, right? So Isaac knows, he understands, because Isaac's been part of K2 for like years now. So he knows how I analyze the charts. He knows how the trades come up. So he's able to catch those moves. You know, the key thing here is that if you guys stay part of K2 for long enough, you guys will start to see what I see. And I'm sure that's what's been happening with Isaac. He's been around K2 for so long, been following my analysis for years now, that he can see exactly what I see in the chart, because I do the same thing every single day. You know, I even take side trades sometimes, like what Isaac does, and I'll be making a whole bunch of profit. But those trades are risky. That's why I don't take them during the live, or I don't let you guys know that I'm taking them, because you know, if people can't get the bare basics of K2, you guys aren't going to get the more complicated stuff like the liquidity zones and stuff like that. So that's for everyone's own good to pick this stuff up with repetition and execution, right? It's really what it is. Yeah, Talanji said definitely starting to see things before you say them. Thanks for being so repetitive and concise. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the key, guys, because I do the same thing every day. I don't change. It's the same analysis, same strategy, same everything every day. If you guys are able to follow along and identify what I'm seeing before I actually even say it, you guys will be pretty much limitless at that point. All right, other than that, let me see if there's anything else over here. And Ellie just sent me his products to trading on my phone, had an accidental stop loss. So he locked in 8,645 right here. So definitely great work right there, Nelly. I mean, he made an accident right there, but he's still up about 8K on this account. So amazing work right there, Nelly. Anything else right here? Let's see, Patricia over here, or Joshua actually said too risky right now, done for the day. Locked in a total of 1,040. So great work right there, Joshua. Let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Patricia sent her profits in as well. She locked in a total of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, about 5,000 right here for the day. And then up about, let's see, about 14 or 15,000 for the week. Wow. So great work right there, Patricia. Keep it up. I think that's it for now, guys. If you guys have any other profits, go ahead and send them in. I'll add them to the list. See if there's anything else here before I get off. Yeah, Brock said, I already see things differently, Sean. I'm growing, don't want to be satisfied, want to learn. Exactly, Brock. And one thing that you guys got to keep in mind is that trading is you're never going to finish learning how to trade. The market conditions change. You just get better at adapting with the market. That's why we're always winning here at K2, because I'm consistently adapting with the market every day. We're not always doing the same thing. We're doing something that's similar to the same thing, but we make little tweaks to adjust to the market conditions. So like if the market's moving too fast, we go on the 5 minutes. Market's moving too slow, we go on the 1 minute. If there's no entries on the 5 minute, we go to the 3 minute, right? We have different options and different opportunities here to make profits no matter what the market gives us. So, just keep that in mind. And if you guys want to go back and watch the previous mentoring sessions or live sessions, I think that'll help you. One thing that a lot of people have done is they've just gone on the YouTube and they just kept going back and rewatching pretty much all of the live sessions. So I forgot who mentioned it last time, but what they do is like when they have free time, they just go to the videos, and instead of watching like Netflix or something, they just go back and watch the live sessions, like the most recent one, just to get better at identifying what we're looking at here. Because the thing is, we're doing the same thing every day. So if you guys get familiar with what we've been applying yesterday, the day before that, last week, you guys can spot things that I'm spotting without me even calling it out. So, I mean, it's really up to you, right? You get what you guys put in. If you guys put in the work, you guys will make a lot of profit. If you guys don't put in the work, you'll still make profit. You're just not going to make as much as Isaac, right? Because Isaac's been with K2 for a long time and he's been grinding since day one. I don't even know when Isaac joined K2, but he's been part of K2 for quite some time now. So great work, guys. I think that's it for the day. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out through Telegram or email me. Joshua said, another great day trading with K2. See you guys tomorrow. So definitely, Joshua, we'll see you tomorrow. See D, see everybody. If you guys have questions, just reach out. Otherwise, I will step away for a bit and I'll probably be back in a couple hours. So see you guys, and I will see you guys on the next live session tomorrow. So have a great rest of your morning. And if you guys want to continue trading, remember to use proper risk and to don't take anything that's too